Hello and welcome, my loves, to another video from me, Katiwe, and I am a transformation coach, and I love working with ambitious spiritual women to help them heal deeply and connect to their greatest potential so they can be the kind of people that get what they want in their businesses, in their professional lives, and in their personal lives. So welcome to my channel if you haven't seen me before. If you're back again, so happy to have you back, and I love that you are supporting this channel, and I hope that you're getting as much out of it as I'm getting from you being here as well. And today's video is a really big deal and a very important topic, and that is all about visibility, okay? And a lot of my clients come to me, and this is a big thing that stops them from either starting their dreams in the first place, or it stops them from getting to the next level and advancing to the heights that they want. It kind of acts as like a glass ceiling, if you will, to a lot of people. And it's being afraid to be visible, online, or maybe it's even more visible in your offline relationships, right? But a lot of people, now in today's day and age, if you want to create success, if you want to, start projects and make the impact that you want in the world, you're probably going to have to be in the public eye, on the face of online things to whatever degree it is, right? And so that is often where I see a lot of resistance come up in my clients. And this was a big thing for me too. So we're going to do some tapping in a second here, some EFT tapping, which is great for this. But I just want to tell you a quick story. So when I first started my business, when I first was going to be, a spiritual coach, whatever that was going to look like, I had no idea how it was all going to flow together, what my title was going to be. But when I first was getting into this, I definitely had the fear of judgment from my peers, from high school, from elementary school that were on my Facebook page, from my family, even though I don't even talk to a lot of my family members, right? But it's like, oh my God, what is this person gonna think? Oh my God, what is Becky from high school gonna think about me now coming out of the spiritual closet and talking about these weird concepts to the average person, like some of the things I talk about are a little bit out there for some people, right? And I had to make peace with that and come to terms with that. So that was the first thing for me. And then also being, afraid to be online because of, backlash from strangers, backlash from trolls, from people that are negative, that literally just live to try and bring other people down, right? And we've all seen trolls go after public figures. So it's no surprise that when you're like, okay, well, now I'm going to start a podcast, or I'm going to start a YouTube channel, or I'm going to do, more things on social media, that this fear would come up. That's a very common, assumption. And yes, it does happen. So it's making peace with that and knowing that no matter what happens, no matter who's trying to judge you or, bring you down, that ultimately you can connect to a bigger vision for your life and the why you're doing this in the first place, and let that be your shining light in the times where you're like really triggered from a troll, or prevent you from even doing it in the first place. This stops so many dreams. Like, it is a dream killer. So I wanted to do some EFT tapping around this to help release the tension so that you can actually start your project, so that you can move to the next level and grow bigger and show up more in your power and show up stronger. And this is how you're going to grow and attract your ideal clients, attract your tribe, whatever it is you're trying to achieve. Being, walking with your fear and not letting fear stop you is going to be huge for your success. So first things first is we always check how you feel. So when you think about what that is like for you. Maybe you have to start doing Facebook Lives. Maybe that you've got to start your business in the first place and open a social media account. Maybe it's starting a YouTube channel. Maybe it's, going on TikTok. What is that thing, that next step that you have to take, right? Like, this is the next thing, like, this is going to help expand me. I've got to do this thing, but it's like, really activating and maybe terrifying for you. So just choose that thing, or maybe in general, maybe it's a general thing of like, I don't want to be seen, right? It's safer to be in the shadows and in the corner, in the wallflower, right? Whatever that is. I want you to think about yourself doing the thing, right? Starting the YouTube channel, starting the TikTok, putting yourself out there for the first time on social media, going live on Facebook. And I want you to tune into your body as you think about or see yourself doing that action right now. And as you tune into your body, I want you to feel if there's any tension there. And most likely, if you're watching this video, there's tension, because you wouldn't be watching this if you didn't have this activating somewhat in you, right? So 0 to 10. So 0 is neutral. You don't feel any tension. You feel like, no, calm, right? 10 is, oh my God, I'm so triggered. Oh my God, right? 10 is panic, fear at its most intense level for you. So you just choose where you are on that scale. There's no judgment. There's no like perfectionism here. There's no right or wrong answer, but just how strong is that reaction in your body? So 0 being there's no reaction in your body to you imagining yourself doing a YouTube video, for example. 10 is panic, anxiety attack, fear, right? Where do you fall on that? Is it a 0? Is it a 1? Is it a 2? Is it a 5? Is it an 8? Is it a 10? Is it a 12, right? You could choose the number for yourself. So take note of that, write it down somewhere, and we're gonna tap on this and come back and see how you do afterwards, okay? So if you wanna know more about EFT tapping specifically, you can go, there's a link in the description box here. You can go in there, tap the link to my free EFT 101 training. I go so deep into what EFT is, but basically we're just gonna tap out the energy that is stuck, that is, you know, basically activating your fight or flight response. We're gonna release that and just let your body know that it's safe and it's calm. And we're gonna let go of some of these negative emotions from the present day and even sometimes from the past, right? These things can linger from our past, from our childhoods. So EFT is a beautiful tool to do that, and you can learn it yourself from my free video. Get in on that. It's amazing. It's so powerful. Use it every day. So you're just gonna tap with me, since you may or may not know what EFT is, but just tap along with me. I'm gonna be tapping top of my head, inner eyebrow, outer eyebrow, under the eye, under the nose, chin, across the collarbone, and we're gonna tap it's like 4 inches down on the side of your ribs there. And just tap where I tap. Repeat the statements after me out loud if you can. It's best that way, out loud if you can. Tap with one hand, tap with both hands. Doesn't matter which one you use. Just go with what feels good, okay? Even though I don't want to put myself out there, I don't want to be in the limelight because it's unsafe, because people are mean, because I have so much judgments that are going to be thrown my way, because I have insecurities. I choose to feel safe, to let that all go. And I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. Even though the thought of doing this and being visible is scary, I choose to feel safe to do it. I choose to go forward and walk with my fear. And even though I'm afraid, I choose to deeply and completely love and accept myself. I'm afraid of being visible. I'm afraid to put myself out there. This is so scary. What's gonna happen? I've got so much fear around being visible. But so much anxiety around that. It's scary. My nervous system does not like it one bit. No bueno. My heart starts pounding. My hands go clammy. Maybe I just don't start at all. Maybe I totally self-sabotage before I can even get in front of the camera. It's just too scary. I don't know if I can do that. What about all the trolls online? People are so freaking mean. People are vicious out there. And if I do this, if I put myself out there, I'm going to be a target for trolls too. They're going to come after me. And that is not a good feeling. That's scary. I don't want to be bullied online. I'll be really sad if that happens. I'll be really triggered. It's not what I want. How do I even respond to that? I've got insecurities. There are certain things I don't want people to point out about myself. I'll just feel so bad. I'll feel unworthy. I just can't do this. I can't allow that to happen. So I'd rather play it safe. I'd rather stay where I am. It's not where I want to be, but at least it's safer. At least no one's going to be mean to me. Stuck between a rock and a hard place. And people are so judgy. What are my high school friends going to think? What are the people in my small town going to think about me? They probably haven't seen this side of me before. They're going to judge me. I hate being judged. My family will judge me. My friends might judge me. Strangers will judge me. I can't handle that. My whole life, I've just been taught to, fit in. To stay quiet. To not stand out. That feels much safer to me. People are going to think I'm crazy. They're going to think I'm wrong. They're not going to agree with my opinions and how I feel. And I hate conflict. I hate arguing with people. It's not a good feeling. All this fear of standing out, this fear of being too much, this fear of being judged, especially as women. Women are criticized more than anybody else. And it's so sickening. I just don't want to deal with it. I have so much fear of putting myself out there. I have so much fear around speaking up for myself and standing in my truth. I have so much fear of judgment from other people and conflict. But I know this is stopping me. I know that I must be someone who can make peace with being visible in order to grow. I know this is the next step, and I want to take it. So I intend to clear this fear of being visible. Letting it go. Clearing. Releasing. It is safe to let this fear go. It is safe to let this go. It is safe letting this go. letting this go all the way back throughout my past. Letting this go from my childhood, from any moments that I was made to feel like it wasn't safe to be visible, like it wasn't safe to be fully seen in all of my glory and magic. Letting this go from any past lives this is tied to, any karma that has to be completed. Letting this go from every moment in my past that I felt fear around being visible, or there were consequences to me standing out. Letting go of any negative charge around being judged, around being picked on. Letting go of this energy from any past experiences that are stopping me from being visible now. Letting this go from the cells of my body. Letting this go from my energy centers. Letting this go from every level of my being. Letting this go from my nervous system. I'm letting this go from my subconscious mind and my conscious mind. I'm letting this go. It is safe to let this go. It is safe letting this go. I can let this go. Letting this fear go from every level of my being. And now it's time to move forward. I want to move forward. I know that sure, there are some weird people out there that have an agenda and that want to bring other people down. But how sad is that? I shouldn't be afraid of them. I should feel sorry for those people. I should feel sorry for people that only sit behind weird profile pictures online and talk trash about people. They've clearly got a lot to heal. That isn't on me. And if someone does comment negatively, I choose to connect back to my truth. I choose to know that I am worthy. I choose to know that I am enough. I choose to know that others' perceptions of me has nothing to do with me. I choose to focus on the positive that I'm putting out into the world. I choose to focus on my why. And that is spreading my message. It's helping people. It's serving people. And if I can help one person in the online space, it's worth it. I have nothing to fear from those trolls. They can't make me feel anything. It's my choice to feel bad about what they say or not. And I choose not to even think about it. I can block and bless. I can delete comments. It doesn't have to be a big deal. It happens to everyone. If I wasn't getting haters online, that would be a weird thing. I'm doing it right if there are some people who choose to hate on me. I'll take it as a good sign that I'm on the right track And I'm not here to please my friends from high school. I'm not here to please my family, even. I have a big vision. There's a calling on my heart. And I'm speaking to those people. And if people think I'm strange, or too much, or wrong, let them. I have no control over what other people think about me. And if they talk about me behind my back, so what? It's not a big deal. I'm going to keep focused on my focus. I'm going to keep showing up and serving, because that is who I am. Because I was meant to do this. It is safe now for me to speak my truth. It is safe now for me to stand out. And I'm going to attract a tribe of people who rally around my light. I'll attract people who are so thankful that I put myself out there. And those people probably won't be my family or friends from back in the day. They're going to be new people. And they're going to thank me so much for the work that I do. And that makes it all worth it. So I choose to feel safe being visible. It is safe to be visible. It is of the highest service that I put myself out there. I'm choosing this now for myself. And I'm okay with it. Okay, take your hand off your head. If you want to stretch or yawn or laugh or cry, that's all welcome and it's all perfectly natural. If you have some water like I do, have a sip of your water. Drink a lot of water right now. So let's tune into your desire to speak more, to be more visible, to put yourself out there. The same thing that we thought about in the beginning. Connect back to that vision. See yourself doing it, or just think about doing it. Do you feel any activation in your body? Any contraction? When you think about it, right? And if you do feel a contraction, like a fear and anxiety, on a scale of 0 to 10, let's rate that level of contraction. 0 is neutral, 10 is fear, panic, anxiety attack, right? Where do you fall now? And you most likely are a couple points down on the scale. You most likely have calmed down that fear response. And it could be down to like a 3, 2, or a 1, or a 0. Maybe it's a 6 or a 7. If it's anything more than like a 3, definitely come back, do this video again, do it again as needed, as much as you need. If you have to do this before you go live again in the future, do it for that. But use this video to your advantage. This works wonders. EFT is amazing. And, you can kind of make it your own as I'm tapping, kind of put in your own words to make it more specific to yourself the next time you go through it. And it might help you even more with the more specifics. If you haven't had any memories pop up while doing this, any sort of like, you were 3 years old and the kids laughed at you. And, if you're getting memories come up as you're doing this, take note of them, and you can tap on them on your own or work with a practitioner like myself to really get those memories down, because often the past is keeping you stuck in that fear response, right? So when you can tap down the charge, the negative energy charge around past situations that are coming to mind, it's going to make it so much easier for you in your now to be more visible, because you're not actually afraid of the consequences, right? And of course, you're always going to have a little element of anxiety, right, when you're doing new things and trying new things. So don't feel like it's weird if you don't feel absolutely at peace with it, right? Like before I go live sometimes, or if I'm in a new space, like YouTube is new for me, that was nerve-wracking, right? I just moved forward anyway. It wasn't enough to stop me. I still felt some fear. I still felt some anxiety, and that's normal. So don't feel like, oh, I'm never going to have anxiety again. Like if I do, it's bad or wrong, or I'm doing it wrong. Like, no, it's just you don't want to have like a full-blown panic attack over the things that you've got to do in your business or to move your projects forward, right? But a little bit of fear, a little bit of anxiety is normal. And once you start doing it, it's going to be normalized to you and you're going to be fine, right? It's just the way that it goes. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Excuse my lighting, my good and bad lighting. If you like this video, comment below, like the video, share it with your friends. Let me know how you found it. And I so want you to just get out there and just share your message with the world, because Lord knows the world needs positivity and heart-centered people like you. And if you're watching this, that's who I know that you are at your core. So have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.